Hi everyone, Kate here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in. So, what have I got for everyone today? Well, it is going to be curling my hair using just a regular curling iron, but curling it as if it were the wand. So the wand seems to be a pretty popular product, and to my knowledge, all it is this part of the curling iron minus this part here, and it's more or less just wrapping your hair around. So I'm going to show you how to do this, but using a regular curling iron and not fiddling with the handle here. I do want to say that I know, sometimes when you're using curling irons, they can leave this can leave a crease in your hair. And so that was a concern for me, curling my hair like this. But as you're going to see, it doesn't do that. So let's plug it in and get started. Also, throughout this video, you may see me dancing. Just kind of something I do when I am doing my hair or just getting ready. It feels good to move around. And so let me know, what are some things you guys do when you get ready? Do you sit there and listen to music and jam out, I know I do. All right, so we're going to give this about a minute to heat up. All right, and while that's heating up, I'm going to just brush out my hair here. And, usually they say you want to start at the bottom and work your way to the top. I don't know if people know that. Who knows? So I am notorious for telling everybody that I don't brush my hair every day. And I really don't. I'm very minimalist with my hair. I honestly don't wash it, but maybe once, twice a week. Twice a week would be pushing it. So this is my hair, freshly washed from yesterday. So what I'll do normally is wash my hair once or twice a week. Just let it be completely down. I don't even put product in my hair normally at all. So I just let it dry. It's obviously extremely straight. And then usually the second day is when I'll go through and put some curls in it. Now, mind you, if you do this, you're doing so at your own discretion. Obviously, we're using a curling iron. It's gonna get hot, and you're going to be touching it with your hands. If you do it this way. So just something to keep in mind, something you're taking on as your own responsibility right now. And so I'm just kind of testing mine to see if it's where I want it. Now you can curl your hair a whole bunch of ways. I know I've started at the top and worked my way back. It really just depends on what works for you. So I like to essentially just put a part through my hair, throw this part up, and then start sectioning off and curling. So are you ready? I'm pretty excited. Okay. So again, I don't use any product in my hair. And excuse me, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna leave it closed. I take it here, wrap, and you just keep wrapping it. And you're gonna hold it. I usually hold it until I can feel the heat on my fingers. Now, I'm not burning my fingers, but I am just feeling it until I can feel that it's hot, that the hair has gotten hot. And then you just release it. I love it. I mean, it's awesome, isn't it? Okay, so there's one. We're gonna move on. So what I have noticed when using this method, and I'm gonna show you. So here we have this really good curl, right? So the amount of hair that you put around that curling iron is going to determine how your curl comes out. So as you can see, I've got two different sizes here, and I'm gonna show you how these two will look differently. So this one, because it is really important for me anyway, if I'm doing this, to have the curls look the way I want them to look. And I'll explain that. Watch. For me, it's better to see it than it is to like hear it from, understand it from hearing it. So good curl. Now let's curl this big piece of hair and we're gonna see what a difference it makes. So you're gonna be able to tell right off the bat that, see, even fitting it all on the curling iron doesn't work very well without having to constantly squish it down. And the curls come out good. It's just that because there's so much hair, some of it doesn't get as hot, I believe. And so some of the curl is still kind of like straight. So as you can see, like this piece right here. And all of this basically. So see, this was the first curl I did. This was that second curl. And then again, when you get too much hair involved, I know I combed it out, but it was because I knew it was gonna do this to see. I don't know what's going on with my hair right now. But so as you can see, there's a good curl in there. However, there's still all that hair that's straight. So again, the amount of hair that you're putting around that curling iron is extremely important in the quality of the curl you're going to end up with. So I like to do it to where you can tell, like, it just wraps around easily. And if you have to squish it down a little bit, that's fine. But if you're working with a whole bunch of hair, you should be able to tell. And again, you're going to be able to tell by the quality of that curl. If I'm in a really big hurry, I'll curl my hair like that and then go through and just kind of do what I'm doing now, which is curling those loose or the not so curled ones. And I'm going to be real right now, there's a lot of vulnerability going on in this video. Yeah, a lot. I'm sure some of it's obvious, like maybe my awesome shirt that I'm wearing. But for me, it's important to be comfortable. And I'm really getting to this point where I just have to be myself and love and accept myself, as I feel that that's a skill that we all need to acquire in life because we have to live with ourselves. So it's important that we like ourselves. So another thing a little vulnerable about is all this. You know, I've gained and lost weight. So, but whatever, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? No, it doesn't. If you don't like it, stop watching the video. That's the point I'm at with my life right now. And we're not here really to look at my arms and judge them or me in general, but to watch a video and figure out how we get these awesome curls in our hair, right? So I know this side was a little kind of crazy because I curled that huge chunk. And so now I'm just going through and recurling. So this is a good example. So like when I let it go, you can see that there's some straight things in there. And again, just to compare it. We've got the really good curl. And then we've got, you know, where it's not the way I want. All right, so this side is finished. And I'm going to do this side now. And then work my way up to the top. Now, something else I want to talk about with this is deciding how far up you want your curls to start. So I really just kind of play with it. I don't have any sort of starting point normally, I would say. Is, I mean, it depends on the day. It depends on how much time I have. But again, just something you're going to want to consider. I start mine sometimes halfway up. If I'm really trying to get my hair to be like volumized and puffing out, I would start closer. So I'll show you those once we get up here a little bit closer. So if you're in a hurry, I have found that starting down here and just adding some nice little small curls to the bottom of your hair, it still brings a really nice look. I have to fix this. This hair is getting in my way. So I absolutely love my hair. And that is, again, something else you're gonna probably hear me say often. Like, I love my hair. I really do. I have a lot of fun with it. I feel that it's pretty healthy. I think that I can style it up pretty well. I feel like it usually looks pretty good. So my hair is absolutely, sometimes I'm able to get it to stick like that too, by the way, but it didn't work. But my hair is absolutely one of the things I am confident about with myself and that I really, really love about myself. You know, I didn't mention how long we should be holding this on here, but before I get into that, with me enjoying my hair so much and liking that about myself, I want to know, and I would appreciate if you would let me know down in the comments right now one thing you love about yourself. Share that with me. I would love to know. Is it your eyes? Is it your hair? Is it your easygoing spirit, your outgoingness, your smile, your teeth? Let me know. I want to know one thing. There has got to be one thing that you at least love about yourself and you're confident about. And I want to know what that is down here in the comments. Please share that with me. I would love to see it. So again, okay, going back to the hair. As you can see, I'm doing it a little closer up. And as far as how long I am leaving it on there, again, just till my fingertips get hot. So there's not necessarily like, I can't tell you, I don't know. And you're gonna also want to, I was gonna say something, it'll come back, I don't know. So I'm also curious to know your routine. Do you do your makeup first or do you do your hair first? I usually tend to do my hair first and then I'll do my makeup. However, because I was doing the video today, I was like, let me put some mascara and eyeliner on really quick, which is usually the most makeup. I do wear, every now and then I'll play with the eyeshadow and lipstick, but my gosh, that's a lot of work. All right, so moving on to the top. So I like to kind of part it in the general way that I actually wear my hair, which is normally about like this. And curl it from there. And as you can see, I like to start from the back and then move forward. It's just easier for me because then I can like get the hair out of the way for me. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So you're going to want to make sure that you keep your hair held tight around here. And that's why it's important. As you can see, let's see if we can see that. I'm holding that. I'm actually pulling it. So that is a really important factor. You've got to have your hair wrapped really tight around the curling iron. Because let's see if we just do like a loose curl. So as you can see, a lot of slack there. And it's still gonna curl, but I don't care for, see, I mean, that's like it curled up there, but it didn't curl down here. No, we're not doing that. And see that straggling here? And yeah, sometimes it won't stay. So if you end up with a curl like this, where you've got it going on up here, but it's not working for you down here, this is what I do. I just take it from where it stops curling. Again, hold it tight because that may be part of the problem, and just wrap it around. And it's fixed. I think it's really interesting to see how utilizing the curling iron can make a world of difference within the curls. So I've found that curling my hair this way, the curls actually last for like days usually. Again, I don't put anything in my hair to maintain the curls or to ensure they stay. So, and I'll show you that when I'm done. And then I may even post maybe a follow-up video just showing like my hair the next day. Oh, I forgot a piece. But again, the type of curl is just so different. So I want to show you that too. See, this hair is not really. Oh, that'll be okay. Okay, so let's do a regular curl using the handle of the curling iron. So it looks the same, but I know it's not. Look at, that's just so ugly. Okay, it's not ugly, it's just not the curl that I don't care for it. I'm gonna just redo it. But to me, once I've curled my whole hair, my whole head, just like the old way that I used to, using the handle, I don't care to curl it like that anymore. I feel the quality of these curls is much better. And again, they last longer for me. So I'm going to go back through when I'm done and address all these, what I call stragglers. Just going to kind of show you that right now. I can't see, so I'm not sure what you guys are seeing until I go through and edit this. I really am considering, you know, turning on the music and dancing. Just that, you know, because of copyright laws, I have to mute it at that point, which is fine. So I was talking about earlier how far up you want to come. So as you can see here, like I am really close to my scalp. Now, one reason I'll do that up here is so that the hair does volumize itself a little bit more from the heat and the curl. Now, depending on like how you wear your hair, I'm just gonna I like to make sure that, because I know my hair is gonna go this way, that curl goes this way. I don't want the curl coming this way. I want it going back. Obviously, if you have any questions, comments, leave those down below. Again, I would love to hear your answers as to something you love about yourself. So see this one right here? I really don't like the way that looks. It's like curl, curl, curl. Let's take a break and curl. No. Fix that right up. All right, so now that we all have an idea as far as how to do this, I am going to probably just put on some music, speed up the rest of this video. Yeah. So as you can see, this one's kind of straight at the bottom. I don't like that. Not what we're doing with the hair today. By the way, I am also singing. So again, I don't know. It might look kind of weird as I'm doing my hair. I wonder if anyone out there knows or can guess correctly as to who I am listening to. Whose music am I playing? I'm like a super fan of this individual who is absolutely amazing, has the most amazing voice in the entire world, has encouraged and inspired me and taught me so much throughout my life. One other thing I want to point out is that everyone's hair is different. So obviously what works for me may or may not work for you. And so with that being said, I would love to know down in the comments if this works for you, if curling your hair like this works for you. Very curious to know, if it's something that does work for you or not, or if you have to use product to get your curls to stay. I'd be curious. Oh, I burnt my head. I'd be curious to know that too. If you've ever burned yourself while curling your hair, I'd love to know that too. And again, this is just one of those reasons why I love my hair so much, is because it is so obedient in a sense and so well behaved and in accordance with who I am. Obviously, it's my hair, but I don't like a lot of product. I don't like a whole bunch of stuff in general, and I feel that I'm pretty practical, and so to have like hairspray and just all this stuff around, like that's not gonna work. And so it's important that my hair knows that and just retains whatever it is I'm doing with it for the amount of time being. Like when I curl it and it'll last for a couple of days, no hairspray, no nothing. Just brush it through. Sometimes I don't even do that. All right, back to singing and dancing. Mainly singing right now. All right, so this is where I now um, basically comb through it, but I do like to try and figure out, and when I say comb, I pretty much use my hands. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll curl it and then I'll leave it the way it is and just let it do what it does throughout the day, and then at one point comb through it. Um, but what I'm going to do right now is go through and fix all of these pieces that I don't like. So here's one. So anything that's not too curly, I do want to go back in and give it a little more curl. And the curls are going to fall. Like, obviously, I'm not putting anything in my hair to ensure that they stay like this. But for me, that's part of the point, is that they relax, and then, like, you'll see it, it'll look different. So I really enjoy hair in general. It's something I have always pretty much done on my own. I remember being in kindergarten when the wave bangs were really, and some of you may not even know, like, what are the wave bangs? Well, it was basically when you had bangs, right? And then you would curl them and then you would tease them. I was doing all that on my own when I was in in kindergarten. Like, I've always enjoyed my hair. It's always been a lot of fun. All these curls, I think they look okay. And I think all of that looks pretty good. Wait, there's one. No. Okay, it's curled. All right. All right, so I'm gonna brush it out with my hands first and see what happens. I'm so glad these curls turned out so well for this video. I mean, they normally do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I think this looks really good. Let's check out what it looks like. Well, you can't see anything in the back because I pulled it all forward. All right. So if you're interested in going out and buying a wand, I would highly recommend making an attempt at curling your own hair with a good old regular curling iron and letting me know how that goes down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you've got anything you'd like to contribute comment-wise, let me know down in the comments. And again, I do really want to know what is one thing you love about yourself. If you know anybody who would appreciate this video, please share it. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure to go ahead and do that now to see what other random stuff I end up doing. Thank you all so much for watching.